Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the mods I use in the game, because this was a requested video in the last video's comments, actually, and I thought it was a good idea. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to showing every mod I make use of in the game, which are 7 mods, I believe. So I'm going to actually show you each mod and how it functions and what it does, and, well, and how to install ModStation and how to use ModStation. Basically, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Of course, if you just want to look at the mods list I run, I'm gonna leave the list in the comments or the description, and I'm also gonna leave a link to ModStation for all you guys who are interested. But if you want to see how each mod functions and how to install ModStation and pretty much everything you need to know about the mods I run and stuff, I will do a whole video on it, which is this video, of course. But yeah. Alright, before I showcase each mod and how to install ModStation, guys, if you want to see a ship or a particular video, maybe about something in the game that you don't understand or something, maybe a ship that hasn't been showcased in a while, please do let us know in the comments below. I will try my best to make a video on it in the future, and I appreciate all the comments and support, guys. Big fan. So, how to download ModStation. So basically what we're going to do is type ModStation, the Warships, or I'm going to leave a link in the description and the comments below, so you can find it easily, of course, with a whole list of mods I use. But here is going to be the link you're going to find, basically. It's going to be the Warships ModStation, whatever. Here's the big orange button you're supposed to be clicking to download it. Here's some pictures of the application, the advantages of ModStation and stuff. And here's the UI of the ModStation. We'll go into it later. And that's pretty much it, really. You just download it as usual and install it. It's pretty easy to do. So you're going to click download, of course. It's going to download. And then you're going to go into the setup. I'm going to go set it up because I already have it set up. But there you go. So when you launch your ModStation, this is what you're going to be seeing. Now, so we have the select a client, of course. We're going to be clicking our server region, whatever we play on, for example. This is mine. I have 7 mods installed, and I'll show you what they are. Here are the mod pages. This is where you can get crosshairs, for example. This is where you have different icons or RPFs or whatever. This is where you have sidebars, different camos, for example, custom camos and whatever. This is what the important stuff is. These are combat mods, which we're going to show you what they are. These are ports and stuff, I believe, and maybe mods that showcase stuff in port and whatever, maybe consumable changes. These are also pretty important on here. So let us start with what mods do I use, and I'm going to go through them one by one. So the first mod I'm going to show you is the running lights. Alright, so running lights, basically when you click X on a target or just focus on a target like this, maybe you can switch to this one like this, for example, or this one, you'll see a little light on top of the ship, correct? So that light is going to represent which direction he's going to be moving in. By that, what do I mean, right? So green means he's going forward like we are. If he's stationary or slowing down, it's normally yellow. If he's moving very slow in reverse, it'll be a bit yellow, probably. And then when he's in full speed reverse or just reversing, it'll be going in red. So it'll change color depending on the speed of the target. So that's what running lights is. It's very helpful. Look, so if we see the stationary person here, it's yellow. If we see this, it's green. Basically, it's pretty good for telling what someone is doing behind an island. Because normally it would be actually pretty... It's not hard, you can of course do it, but this mod does help a bit. Really and truly, in the open water like this, you don't really need the mod because you can just look at what the guy is doing. So I don't really make use of it too much, to be honest, but it is actually pretty useful. The next mod I'm going to be showing you is Regen Assist. So another mod I wanted to showcase here is the Regen Assist. Now, Regen Assist here, as you can see from the bottom left-hand side here, so it gives us our full HP heal, how much we can fully heal, which is the bottom number and the flag. That's because we do have the flag running with us. And the top number is the amount we can currently heal. So The top number is basically showing us, if I click the heal right now, how much am I going to be able to heal? And, you know, if, you know, I can use my maximum heal to its maximum potential, the bottom number is how much I can actually heal. So if we heal here, we can show that every tick, it'll go down, of course, because we are healing. But even after you are done healing, it will still show, of course, healable. That's because, I mean, you obviously will have healable after you're done healing if you're taking damage like this. There's, of course, like this. So 4k, and, well, if they shoot HE at me, we should be able to see the number go up a bit. It is live, there you go. So the number will go up depending on how much is healable. It's very useful to know how efficient your heals are, your usage, how efficient your usage for your heal is. But yeah. The next mod I'm going to be showing you is detection timer after main gunshot, or detection timer after main battery fire. The next mod I wanted to show you is the detection timer after main battery fire. What does this do? So, if I shoot my guns, it'll show me a 20-second timer. What does this mean, right? So, in World of Warships, every time you shoot your guns in the open and something spots you, for example, if it's outside your detection range, let's say it was at 12 kilometers, you will get spotted. For how long? For 20 seconds, because that's the game, basically that's the time determined by Wargaming on how much we're gonna remain spotted for. So 20 seconds. So this mod tells you, let's say these Kohlbergs aren't in my range, it'll tell you when I can go dark straight away from them. So if we shoot our gun here, it's 20 seconds. It's just basically a 20-second timer. You can do this manually if you have a stopwatch. Every time you shoot, you just click the stopwatch and you start the timer again. But basically this mod just makes it easier. Of course, when you shoot your gun and it's not at 20 seconds, it'll reset always to 20 seconds. As you can see here, it is actually very helpful, especially playing a gunboat destroyer, to know when you're gonna go dark and to see what you can do, to be honest. So it is a pretty useful mod. Even though it doesn't do much, it is actually pretty useful. The next mod I want to be showing you is Score Timer. Alright, so Score Timer, this mod, as you can see from up here, it gives you 2 times up here. So these are 2 timers up here. What do they mean? The green one is the time it takes for you to reach, or your team to reach 1,000 points. So the green team to reach 1,000 points. The red one is the timer for the red team to reach 1,000 points. In this game, because it's standard battle, it's gonna say 34 minutes, of course. But in domination, for example, when you get 3 caps or you have 2 caps under your control, you know, it can be 8 minutes, it can be 2 minutes, it can be 5 minutes. So it helps you keep track on how long is left in the match before you win or the enemy team wins, which gives you enough time to think about what you're supposed to be doing, how many minutes you have to make a play, what are you gonna do, what do you have to do, do you have to get kills? For example, if a game is really close, like, and you have 2 cap advantage, but they have the points advantage, do you win still, you know, for example. So these things help you in that regard. If we can speed this up, I can show you the how to tell if a team is gonna win, of course. Alright, so pay attention to the diamonds up here. The diamonds are what we have to be paying attention to, because when you take it, right now our teams are tied, correct? But after I kill this Kohlberg, if I can manage to do so, in asylum, you're gonna see one of the diamonds switch, right? So this diamond is what you have to be paying attention to. So he's down to 6k, so if we can finish him off. So look. So you'll see one of the diamonds get filled. What does this mean? So even though it says 30 minutes and 39 seconds, of course, the game isn't gonna end in 30 minutes and 34 seconds, because there's only 27 minutes left in this training room, for example. So in reality, no one's gonna get to 1,000 points here. So score timer, you would think it's wrong, but that doesn't matter in this case, because if we wait out the full duration of the match, 26 minutes 57 seconds, the green diamond that's filled here shows that if we wait on the timer alone, we will be winning the match anyway, even though we won't be getting to 1,000 points, because we will be winning in terms of the points lead. So even though we're not getting to 1,000 first, we are still the closest to 1,000, which means we have the most points, which means we still will end up winning the game. Of course, the more ships you kill, the better the timer, and therefore the more likelihood that you actually win the match. You can zero them out, obviously, but yeah. So that's score timer. Of course, if the red team is gonna win on points before they reach 1,000, there you go. They also, for example, win. So you might be asking, what happens when both teams can't reach 1,000, but one team is showing a diamond, like a full diamond, for example? Well, in a match when both teams cannot reach 1,000, it'll show. By the time the game ends, so that's the 20-minute mark, it'll show the team who will have the most points at that point. Therefore, for example, if both teams can't reach 1,000, but the green team is in the lead, they have 1 cap, and the red team is still behind them, but they have 2 caps, it'll show the red team as the winner, for example, depending on who would actually win, because it takes into calculation the 20-minute mark of the game, plus it takes into calculation the points gained that you are getting. So you will know who will win the match or not, even like that. So it's pretty smart, to be honest. So it's a pretty good mod. I do make use of it. It's actually pretty good to tell how long this training room, by the way, how long you know, is left in the match or not. And the last mod I want to be showing you on this page is Radar Timer. So Radar Timer, as you can tell from this little timer up here, it will tell you the time you've been radared, and therefore it can like guide you into telling you, for example, how long the radar was, what radar do. Well, it doesn't really tell you what radar do, but you can just assume by the time duration, for example, or the distance if you run out of a range of a radar, for example. But it'll basically count the time you've been radared. So you can also calculate, for example, if you know you're in an Alaska radar, full duration, you're gonna know it's around 45 seconds or something. So you can calculate how long am I gonna be in this radar for example. And same goes for hydro. It does also give you a hydro timer, but it's more useful when it comes to radar. But there you go. The last 2 mods I want to be showing you are on a different page. So we went from the combat page basically to the triple page. But first we have replays limit off. The reason for this is I want to save all my replays just in case if I have to record them or watch them back. So limit off, this turns off your limit, your maximum amount, because currently in game I believe there is a limit on replays, and then it will stop. For example, it'll start deleting the replay and then update it with a new one, for example. So limit off, so we can save all of those. And then the last and final mod is unmute background sound. For me, this is really important because sadly there's no feature in the game that allows you to do this, but whenever you alt tab, it mutes the game, and I don't like that, especially when I'm streaming, for example. I want to alt tab, and then the game gets muted for the stream. This is a way, of course, to avoid that situation. Unmute background sound. This means whenever I alt tab, it keeps the sound and it doesn't mute the game. So I like turning this on. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This was basically a showcase on the mods I make use of from ModStation, how to install ModStation, and well, what the mods actually do, and showcasing them a bit in the game and talking about them. But I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a bit longer than expected, I'm sorry. But I'll see you in the next video, guys. If you have any recommendations and requests for the next video, guys, please do leave them down in the comments below. Big fan.